Welcome back, students, to our next class. We are going to understand the concept of degree of hotness. Degree of hotness. Now, let us take three beakers. Let us fill the first beaker with cold water, the second beaker with normal tap water, and the third beaker with hot water. Let the first beaker be named as beaker A, second one be beaker B, and third one be beaker C. Now let us put our left hand into beaker A. Let us put our right hand into beaker B. For certain amount of time. After that, let us put both our hands, that is both our left hand and right hand, in beaker B containing normal tap water. So over here what we will observe that our left hand, which was previously dipped inside cold water, will feel relatively the tap water as warmer. The right hand, which was previously dipped inside hot water, will feel that the tap water is relatively cooler than hot water. So we can say that this degree of hotness is a relative subject. That means that we can say our body is hotter or cooler with respect to another body. The degree of the hotness is generally measured by a device known as thermometer. Known as thermometer. So thermometer is a temperature measuring device. Now let us understand the concept of thermometer. There is a glass tube which is popularly known as stem of thermometer, and inside a very narrow tube is there which is connected to the bulb of thermometer. This narrow glass tube which is connected with the bulb of the thermometer is popularly known as capillary tube. Now this capillary tube is connected to the bulb of the thermometer. The bulb of the thermometer is filled up with mercury. Whenever we are going to put this thermometer in inside a pan containing hot water, then the mercury is going to start expanding through this capillary tube. Over here are the different readings, or better known as scale, which help us to understand the amount or the degree of the hotness of that particular object. Now, in thermometer, there are other two important points we need to understand. Number one, the lower fixed point, the lower fixed point and the upper fixed point. This is known as lower fixed point of a thermometer, and this is known as upper fixed point of the thermometer. Now, there are two popular scales which we use in our thermometer. What are those important two popular scales which we use in thermometer? Are number one, Celsius scale, and number two, Fahrenheit scale. This is always denoted by degree centigrade, and this is always denoted by capital F, which denotes degree Fahrenheit. Now, let us suppose that this is a thermometer which is having Celsius scale. So, the lower fixed point will always be 0 degree centigrade, and the upper fixed point is always going to be 100 degrees centigrade. That is the freezing point of water and boiling point of water. The lower fixed point is denoting 0 degrees centigrade and the upper fixed point is denoting 100 degrees centigrade. So all the readings in between the 0 degree centigrade and this 100 degree centigrade will be equally showing 100 equal divisions. This is in case of Celsius scale. Now, whenever we are using Fahrenheit scale, we are using Fahrenheit scale, then the lower fixed point denotes 32 degree Fahrenheit and the upper fixed point denotes 212 degree Fahrenheit. So in case of Fahrenheit scale, there are total 180 equal divisions between the lower fixed point and the upper fixed point. So students, this is a very important point to remember, that in Celsius scale, the lower fixed point is 0 degree centigrade, the upper fixed point is 100 degree centigrade, and there are 100 equal divisions between upper fixed point and lower fixed point. Whereas in Fahrenheit scale, the lower fixed point is 32 degree Fahrenheit and upper fixed point is 212 degree Fahrenheit, and there are total 180 equal divisions between this upper fixed point and lower fixed point. Thank you.